My name is Christy Nix, and I am a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company. And I'm going to be your host tonight with these other incredible ladies, and I can't wait to introduce you to them. So the reason you guys are on here is because someone thinks the world of you. They respect you, and they would love for you to know what it is that we're up to. So all we ask is that you guys have an open mind and ask the tough questions to the person who invited you. So what does it mean to have a freedom revolution? For some of you, it's owning your own life. And for others, it may be being the healthiest version of you. So to kick it off, I'd like to ask you a question. Would you agree that being healthy today can be challenging? I mean, it's an obvious yes. We'd all love to look good, to feel good, to live a long and healthy, happy life. But we know it's our job, and we have to make this happen on us. So unfortunately, it's complicated, it's unpleasant, and it's definitely confusing. So that's where we come in. We have a movement going on called the Healthy Living Revolution, and the four of us on here, along with 1,000 others, we're all part of a unique community where we come together and we're taking our health back in ways that are simple, doable, and fun. So the goal of the Healthy Living Revolution is to come alongside families who want to have better health. Where
because that's not who I am.
I don't know what that is. Sorry. Okay. So I didn't know what that was. Okay. So we want to come alongside families, and we want them to have better health and meet them where they're at and empower positive changes along the way. And then we want to take you through the following 3 doorways that we use to inspire healthy living around the world. One is free resources. Another is nutritional support, and then we have an organization that makes all this possible. So the team at the Healthy Living Revolution, they created a selection of fantastic resources for families to use. We have a cookbook of clean and easy recipes. We have short webinars on trending health topics, a at-home fitness series, and our Start Strong program, which is designed to help raise up a generation of active, healthy children with a positive body image with good nutritional habits. So you may want to take a look at these resources and ask the person who invited you to send you the link to our Healthy Living Revolution website. So nutritional support, we're going to talk about nutrition first. This is the foundation of good health. We have to flood our bodies with the most important foods we could ever eat, which are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. And they're not just good for you, they're actually critical. So we're supposed to eat a wide variety of 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, but almost no one does. I mean, I'm the crazy gluten-free vegan, and I don't get that wide variety. So think about it. How many days in the past week have you gotten in 9 to 13 different servings of fruits and vegetables and berries? Even the best eaters, we need help. And that's why I'm so thankful for the nutritional support of something called Juice Plus. And my friend Ashley, she's going to tell you a little bit about it. She was born in Wyoming, but she is currently stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. She came into my life because she saw the words gluten-free on a bag of our shakes. And that has created one of the most amazing friendships I've ever had. So fun fact about her, she's an impromptu animal rescuer. She's rescued 12 animals and found them better homes. And her recent rescue she's keeping, and they now sleep nose to nose. So welcome, Ashley.
Thank you so much, Christy, and not by choice. She has separation issues. So, all right. So Juice Plus, it is 32 different raw, vine-ripened whole foods. It is non-GMO and NSF certified to be pure. I love to call it salad in a capsule. As you can see, it's nothing but fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule or a chewable. It's important to understand the process that the fruits and vegetables go through to be encapsulated or put into chewable form. First, our fruits and vegetables and berries are completely vine ripened. They remain attached to the plant until they are fully developed. The fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than simply juicing. We use the entire whole food, including peels, leaves, and seeds whenever possible, which provides so much more nutrition. An orange peel, for example, holds 80% of the vitamin C of the actual orange. And I don't know about you, but the last time I ate an orange peel was never. So the next step in the process is that it is slowly dried at low temperatures, preserving the live nutrients, and then put into capsules and chewables. But here's what I love about Juice Plus. It is scientifically proven and the most researched nutritional product in the world. It has over 37 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals. It is a food, not a vitamin. See right there? That's a nutrition label, not a vitamin or supplement label. It's the same thing you'll see on a bag of frozen broccoli in the grocery store. The government considers this food. There's no warning label. It has easy pop tops and Ziploc bags because it's safe for people of all ages, pregnant and nursing mothers, children, elderly, and even professional athletes. The chocolate and vanilla complete is vegan, gluten-free, whole food protein, fiber, amino acids, and fruits and vegetables in a shake. It's great as a quick snack, breakfast, post-workout recovery. In my house, we make it into brownie batter and cookie dough for a healthy yet decadent snack. What else, right? Well, we have omegas with a 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 complete bars, and a tower garden for indoor-outdoor aeroponic growing of fruits, vegetables, and berries year-round. Those are just some other excellent ways we help people add more whole food to their diet as well. So, and if these products weren't enough to get you curious, this innovative company came up with a 4-month program with a 10-day jumpstart called the Shred 10. Together, we shred foods and habits not serving us and stay closely connected for support and encouragement. And I really encourage all of you to check it out at shred10.com if you'd like to learn more. So a little bit about why I started this product. As Christy said, I'm a soldier. I'm currently stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and I've been in the Army for half of my life since I was 17 years old. When I was 23, I was injured during my second deployment to Iraq, and I walked away with what I thought was a minor injury, minor issue. I came home, and that minor issue turned into a series of surgeries that spanned over 7 years and required for me to learn how to walk again unassisted. I struggled with pain every day and could no longer do the things that I loved. One of my doctors even told me I would require some form of physical therapy for the rest of my life. I was in a very dark place, and I remember thinking, like, I cannot believe this is what my life looks like. Today is another story. I no longer struggle with the pain and inflammation like I did back then. I took a giant leap of faith and was open to the possibility that I wasn't as healthy as I thought I was. And I added this to my diet. That was 3 years ago. And because of that, my inflammation was reduced so much. I've been able to get moving again. And most importantly, I can actually keep up with my 5-year-old who's very energetic. And it gave me my life back. And for that, I will forever be thankful, and I will faithfully be on this product for the rest of my life. But next, you're going to hear from my friend Tracy, who's coming to us from Germany, and it is 3 a.m. there. So thank you so much, Tracy.
I need to unmute myself. There we go. Thanks, Ashley. So there is a good chance that I still have my PJs on the bottom down here. So thank you for that. I love hearing your story and just how it's really affected your life. So I wanted to share a little bit about my story. And my story actually starts back in 2014. I am a fitness instructor and a super busy mom of 4. And my twins at the time were in elementary school. My daughter was 18 and living with us, and my son was grown and out of the house. But my twins had always been super picky, and I had tried for years to get fruits and vegetables in their diet, and they just weren't having it. And I just really felt like I was kind of failing as a mom because I knew how to eat right, and I couldn't get my family to eat right. And we were super busy. They had all their sports events, and we were running back and forth to those events and spending a lot of time in the car and a lot of time in the drive-thru. So at that same time, unfortunately, we found out that my oldest daughter had a drug addiction. And it was a super hard time for us, to say the least. It was terribly stressful. I was really struggling with my health. And I have suffered from hypothyroidism for since Ashley was born, so for 24 years. And during this time, it just completely threw my body out of whack. My thyroid levels were unstable. I was seeing my doctor every 3 months, and I ended up being on the highest dose of medication that I've ever been on. At that same time, we found out that we were moving to Hawaii from Germany. And then I found out that my oldest son also had an addiction issue. And as you can imagine, I just thought, like, seriously, how much more can I even handle? And so I was like under stress for a full 2 years, and my health was really suffering. I just didn't feel like myself. But then I had the pleasure of meeting Cassie, and I heard about Juice Plus, and it really piqued my interest because I thought, you know, maybe at the very least my kids are going to get the nutrition that they're not getting. And you guys, what I got was so much more. So I had my labs tested before I started Juice Plus, and I went to my doctor after my 4 months of being on Juice Plus, and my labs were normal. Like, that hadn't happened for years. And I literally cried in the doctor's office because I was so excited. And so my doctor lowered my meds. And in the last year, we've been able to lower my medication twice more. So it just was a huge blessing. And I was sold at that point, totally. I started to feel like myself again. I had really great energy. My husband, who had been TDY, I got him on the product right away. And within about 6 months, his insomnia that he'd suffered from for years was gone. Everyone in our house was making healthier choices. And a big thing for me, those of you that know me, is my whole family has a huge sweet tooth. And we are the people that have ice cream in our fridge like all the time. Well, I started to notice that no one was eating the ice cream. And so our sweet tooth, our cravings have really just gone down. And my kids are just picking healthier, options. So I'm really happy to share that my daughter Ashley next month will celebrate 5 years clean and sober. And although my son still struggles with his sobriety, I know that my body is fueled by superior nutrition and that I'll be able to handle any stress that comes my way. So next we have Cassie, who introduced me to this. And I have to tell you, she makes the best lemon drops that I've ever had. And they're full of antioxidants, so they've got to be good for you, right? So your turn, Cassie. Take it away.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love hearing your story. You're such an amazing mom. Oh my goodness. And thanks for waking up. All right, y'all. So I've been an athlete my whole life. I played women's soccer in college and at a national level at the Olympic Development Program. So I really prided myself on being physically fit. However, I struggled so bad when it came to my health. So my whole life, I was dependent on asthma medicine, allergy shots. I had digestive issues, Crohn's, migraines, the list goes on and on. I just flat out, I was a mess. And at the time, the only solution to this was just to prescribe me medicine after medicine. And this really created a mindset in me that there was nothing that I could do to fix this. And these were the cards that I was dealt, and I just needed to deal with it. And so when I was first introduced to the concept of flooding my body with concentrated fruits and vegetables, it didn't make sense to me right away, right? Like, I had this mindset that I couldn't be fixed, or my health couldn't be improved. And what I heard made so much sense to me. I'm so thankful that I decided to have an open mind, because I really changed my mindset and helped me realize that there are things that I could do to impact my health. So I started Juice Plus right away, and I really adopted the healthy living guidelines. And this absolutely changed my life 100%. So I'm asthma and allergy free. I'm no longer on any chronic medications at all. I have more energy now than I did when I was a collegiate athlete, which always blows my mind. And even though I'm not training to be an athlete anymore every single day, I do work out every day, and I just am training for the game of life. But right now, my most important role is being a mom and being an example. And I know that even on our worst days, because we are human and not perfect, I know that we are getting so many nutrients in our body, which gives me such a peace of mind as a mom. So I'm so thankful that I was introduced to Juice Plus. It absolutely changed my mindset, and it was the catalyst to help me control my health, to take control of my health for sure. So I'm going to actually send this back to Tracy, and she's going to give us some more information about the philanthropic side of the company.
All right. Thank you, Cassie, for sharing your story. So you've heard a little bit about how the Juice Plus company inspires healthy living, but I really wanted to share with you about the heart behind this company. So we've impacted over 1 million families so far through the Children's Health Study with absolutely free Juice Plus for kids. We are the title sponsor of the St. Jude Memphis Marathon Weekend, and we are highly involved in the Boys and Girls Club and the Volunteers of America. So I love what this company stands for, but when I saw and felt the benefits in my own life and my family, I really wanted to join this venture. But honestly, I only did it because I started telling all my friends about it, and Cassie was like, dude, you have like customers already. So I thought, well, gosh, maybe I can, at least make a little money to help offset the cost of my own product. At the time, like I said, I was a fitness instructor, but I was also personal training in Hawaii, and I would spend a lot of hours at the gym every week. And that was time away from my family. And, when my clients no-showed, that meant that it was just wasted time for me and money lost. And you guys, I was living in Hawaii, so I felt like, I was missing out. I could have been at the beach with my friends, with Cassie and Carly, and I was just missing out on a lot of fun and time with my family. So in the spring, we found out that we were moving here to Germany. So I quit my job in preparation for the move, and I knew that I would miss that extra spending money, especially since we were going to be traveling back home to Washington for a month. And when we arrived in Germany, there's a lot of transition time. It took us, 30 days in a hotel waiting for our house. Our car took 3 months, and just getting settled, was a long process. But what completely blew me away was that every single month that I was not working, my paycheck grew. And I did it while I was living in a hotel and on vacation. And it's pretty exciting to me because I've completely surpassed my income that I was making as a personal trainer. And now that I'm here in Germany, I've decided to forego that career, and I'm just going to travel and enjoy Europe in the time that we have here. So Juice Plus has just allowed my family the time and financial freedom to travel all over Europe. We've only been here about 7 months. But we've already been all over Germany. We've visited Austria, France, Ireland. We spent a week in London over Christmas. We were in Malta last weekend, and this weekend, my older daughter and her family are coming, and we're heading to Paris. And none of this would be possible without this amazing opportunity. But the biggest blessing of all is that all the families that I get to talk to every day and that have seen better health just because I cared enough to share about my story with them. And I'm just super thankful that Cassie introduced me to it. So now we're going back to Cassie, and she's going to share with you a little bit about our business model.
Yeah, absolutely, Tracy. Thank you so much. So, this Juice Plus product is just a superior product. It's absolutely amazing. And of course, there's an amazing company that's attached to that as well. So you heard about the healthy living revolution. Now I want to talk to you about the freedom revolution, which is our business community. So the main mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. It's important to know that 80% of Juice Plus is used by happy customers who have no affiliation with the company. So we are not a buyer's club. So serving those customers are those of us who have partnered with the Juice Plus company and see this and use this as a business opportunity. So we're paid really well to do a lot of good. So as you hear these stories on the business side and you hear a little bit more about our business model, you might think of somebody in your life that needs to hear this just to hear what's possible. So first, I want to talk about 2 questions that we commonly get asked here at the Juice Plus company. The biggest one, how does this all work? Tell me about this business. So the business is open to anybody that's 18 years and older. It's called a virtual franchise, and it's $50 per year to own. So with that, we get an online office and a personal website, and we can run our business from any device, anytime, anywhere. I personally like to do my business on the beach in Hawaii with my cell phone. Getting a tan. So we earn residual income by simply sharing Juice Plus by the word of mouth, and the company does the rest. So they manufacture Juice Plus for us, they deliver it, they bill and collect the money from the customers, and then they pay us directly every single month through the direct deposit. So there's no inventory to keep. The only Juice Plus that we ever touch is our own, which I'm so thankful for as a military spouse, moving around a lot. I don't want to have inventory. All commission levels are permanent. There's no quotas or minimums. That is huge. I'm going to say that again. There's no quotas or minimums. You have the freedom to choose your individual pace. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can help a lot of people, you can help a little people. We truly have an option for anybody. There's no set glass ceiling on the income or territorial restrictions. And the Juice Plus company is in over 20 countries, which is really, really fascinating. Tracy's in Germany. We've got a lot of military spouses on this call that might be moving all over the world. I'm personally waiting any day for the call to tell us where the Army's going to send us. Who knows? But the really cool thing is I know that I can work my business wherever we go in whatever country the Army decides to send us. So this company has been around for 50 years. The president and founder, Jay Martin, is still at the helm today. So you better believe we know what we're doing. We're a privately held, debt-free, multi-billion-dollar company. And at the top 2 positions in the company, you can earn a family benefits package. This includes medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, prescription, college assistance, holiday bonus, and monthly expense allowance. As a mom of 2, I was pumped to hear about that, and I'm so thankful that I've had that opportunity to earn that. So for me, this business opportunity came at a perfect time. I was in the pharmaceutical industry, and I was so unfulfilled in my pharmaceutical sales job. I found myself going through the motions every single day. I was rushing to get done as quick as I could so I could get back and get my kids out of daycare. And I felt like I wasn't making a difference at all. But I struggled because I had this athlete mindset where I was torn with my drive to want to contribute financially to my family and have career goals. But then I had this other side of me where I desperately wanted to be at home with my kids. So like I did with the product, I decided to change my mindset and open it up. And I got on a call exactly like this, and I listened to story after story of amazing men and women who were like-minded, passionate, and uplifting, and they all came together with one common mission. I saw people dreaming big and not just going through the motions of our day-to-day stuff like I was doing. And then finally the light bulb went off for me in my head, and I realized that I couldn't pass this opportunity up any longer. So every morning I get to wake up and I get to work with these passionate people. I've replaced my corporate world income. I'm making a difference in people's lives, again, both in their health and their finances. And most important, and most important to me is that I'm home with my babies. And if you know anything about military families, even if the active duty member isn't deployed, they're still never home. So for me to be able to be a constant in my kid's life and be around, it's just absolutely priceless. So I was dreaming big already. I had big goals and plans for our family always. I just didn't have the right vehicle to do it. So I want to ask you, and I want to challenge you, and I really, really want you to think to yourself, what do you want to do in life? What do you want to do in life? Do you want to travel? Where do you want to spend your time? Who do you want to spend your time with? Do you want to give more? Do you want to make more? Maybe you have the money, but you don't have the time, or maybe you're missing that passion and fulfillment like I was. Whatever it may be, just ask yourself, what do I really want to do in life? And are you on the vehicle that will help you get there and give you the time freedom to do that? And if not, maybe this is an opportunity that could be right for you or someone that you know. So with that, Ashley, I know you have an amazing business experience, so I want to hear about it.
Thank you, Cassie, and I can relate, and this is the newest rescue, so I apologize, but I can relate to a lot of the stuff that you just touched on. But like Christy said, I am just a small town girl from Wyoming, and at 17, I made the decision to join the military because I wanted to see the world, experience culture, diversity, and I had no idea what I wanted to be when I grew up. So doing this gave me the opportunity to have security while I figured things out. Through it, I met my husband, traveled the world, and found a strength I didn't know I had was inside me. But when all of my friends went to college, I went to war at 19 and again at 23. I lost a lot of friends along the way and began to disconnect from relationships because Nothing in our world is guaranteed. I literally traveled all over Iraq with a body bag with my name stenciled on it as a part of my issued equipment. I learned to accept each day might be my last, and I prepared myself for it. I also learned to work twice as hard as my male counterparts to receive equal and sometimes less recognition. I gave myself, my complete self, put my service first above everything else in my life. And because of that, I spent my late 20s and early 30s recovering from 7 surgeries and wounds to more than just my body. I was broken. I gave so much of myself physically, mentally, and emotionally that I didn't leave a lot left for life after the military. But currently, I am months away from retirement, and I am so excited for my future because for the first time in my life, I've learned to dream, and I now have the freedom to pursue my dreams. I'm a part of this community that has allowed me the space to be vulnerable and safe as I start the journey to leave behind a career that I allowed define me since I was 17 years old. I choose to work hard because I want to, not because of a gender gap. There is no glass ceiling here. I've developed friendships that have penetrated through that tough survival exterior I had, and they have become like family. And I'm no longer afraid to love and care for people. What I'm most excited is for what this business has allowed my family. Over the summer, we attended my grandmother's funeral in Wyoming just to turn around and 3 weeks later attend my mama's funeral in Kentucky. We wouldn't have had the income to do this as a family, let alone like 2 different states, without my business. So, and now I have the flexibility to be at all of my family's important moments, and I don't have to feel guilty for all the moments that I've missed. So I'm growing this business to replace my income before I leave the military so that we can have a sense of security and easy transition. And it's allowing me to become the person, wife, and mother I've always dreamed of being. And I have to thank this business for that because it's given me tools that I didn't even know that I needed. So as I finish my final months in uniform, I'm so excited to announce that my family is once again moving. And this time it's for my husband's career. We will soon be living in Italy, so I'm going to be neighbors, country neighbors with Tracy. And I will be there as a spouse, mother, entrepreneur, traveler of Europe. And I have this amazing community all over the world that I didn't even know 3 years ago before I found this, that I can't imagine my life without. So I'm going to send you back to where this all started with me. She's the amazing leader of our international team, and she has had one of the biggest impacts on my life, and I will be forever thankful to you. Christy, let's close this down.
Okay. This is probably one of the most amazing things is friendships like this, to be able to see my friends live their dreams. So if you don't feel that, I hope someday you do. So I wasn't looking for something like this to add to my plate when I first joined this business. I had just invested $50,000 into a film business that I didn't own. It owned me. So I was a one-man band filming other people's lives, and I was missing out on my own. I filmed someone else's wedding on my 1-year anniversary when my husband was on U.S. soil. That sucked a little bit. Then when I paid the $50 to open my Juice Plus franchise, I was lonely and I was lost. My husband, Patton, had just left for a 10-month deployment to Afghanistan. And right before he deployed, I was living in Seattle where I struggled to make friends. The sun hardly came out, and I was too cool to be a network marketer. So I wasn't going to share Juice Plus with my parents for fear of coming across salesy. So I'm so glad I did though, because not long after that, I got a call that no one ever wants to get. And that was that my dad was dying because of reasons that could have been prevented. So I will never forget that moment standing at the edge of his bed. And all this time I had something in my pocket that helped him have more time. And I shared it with him too late. So I decided I needed to get over myself, and I started sharing Juice Plus with anyone that would be open in hopes that they could get more time with their family. So it took a tragedy for me to realize that my mission was to inspire healthy living around the world.
So I closed up my film business and I got to work with my incredible team like these ladies, and we hit the top position in the company 3 years later. So what it's done, it's got me out of $50,000 worth of student debt. It's allowed me to be there with one of my best friends, Katie, when her husband was killed. I didn't have to ask Juice Plus for time off. I just took it. I got to be there with her for 30 days and help her get through one of the darkest times in her life. And I have grown because of this business. I've become a better wife, a better friend, a better leader, and I'm learning how to dream again. Now, after 9 years, we finally made it back to my favorite place on earth, Hawaii. 9 years ago, I was barely scraping by as a broke college student living in a laundry room. And now we're getting ready to close on a home in Kailua this Friday. And the best part is I know what I want to do the rest of my life with these people. So now I serve as an example to help people take control of their health and their finances. Don't wait for tragedy to hit to make a decision. My challenge is for you to get with a person who invited you and ask them tough questions and know that they truly care about you. Sometimes we are so busy that we don't realize that we're not living the dream that we wanted for ourselves. Just for one moment, close your eyes and look at your current situation. What do you like about it? And what are the things that you want to change or alter? Too often we've been brainwashed into thinking that we grow up, we go to school, we get a job, we earn a salary, we live within our means, and then we retire, and we hope that we don't run out of funds. So where are you going to be in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years? And are you happy with that journey? And if so, congratulations. But if you're not, I ask you to be open to another way, because network marketing is not going anywhere. Juice Plus has been a 50-year startup company on the verge of becoming $1 billion per year per business. The reality is that, according to Dr. David Katz, this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. And we at the Juice Plus company are not okay with that. We need boots on the ground to help people take their health back, whether it's through our free resources, becoming as a customer for as little as $2 to $3 a day, and sponsoring a child to be on the Children's Health Study for free for up to 4 years. Or maybe you've been hearing this information and these stories and your brain is firing off names left and right. And if you can't sleep tonight because you just realized that someone has figured out how to put fruits and vegetables in a capsule, it might be time to join our freedom revolution. So thank you for getting on here tonight. Thank you to these incredible women, Ashley, Cassie, and Tracy, for sharing your stories. Get with a person who invited you, have a conversation. They want to help as many people as possible. If this isn't for you, it's fine, but maybe you'll know someone that you can send to them. Thank you to the over 200 people on this call tonight. We have these every single Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys join us again.